Well, hello there, and welcome to the M19 versus Fairy Tale Best of 3 series in the ESL One Genting Open Qualifiers with me, Nomadcasts, and Podem Communities here. How's it going, Podem?
I'm doing good. I'm currently looking at the fancy fairy tale banners. I believe it's...
Ooh, very nice, very nice. Kind of getting a bit abstract there.
No, it's like the tale of a fairy, so it's like actually funny.
What does the tail of a fairy look like exactly?
Well, look at the banner and you will see, Nomad. What do you think?
Okay, alright. Guess I should have seen that one coming. Still quite arty. Definitely better than M19's banners. So, no Blizzy Omni Knight. That's for sure. Rip.
Aww.
Yeah,
that's rude.
Oh no, very rude indeed.
This is the officially Blizzy Fan Club casting channel, by the way. Hashtag caster buys. But however, we have the third ban coming out for M19. Ban out is the Enchantress. It's pretty much every M19 game we casted, and the Clockwork afterwards, which is and the Winter Wyvern. So we have identical bans, the same as yesterday from M19. So probably going with. Do we think it's going to be the same Jaro strat again, just replacing the Omni Knight, or will we see something else from them?
Either Jaro or Medusa. They seem to really favour those heroes, so I wouldn't be surprised if we saw them going down that route again. It also seems to be a nice comfort pick for them, like in these qualifiers, I think, because, I don't know, maybe they're getting to the stage where they might want to start counter-picking a bit more, but previously we've seen them just going for the same draft, like whatever the enemy pick, maybe switching up support here or there, but more or less kind of just going, oh, that is a naughty word. Sorry, I just got completely distracted by one of the players on Fairy Tale. I'm just going to place my mouse over that for the stream. Any kids watching, don't say that word. Don't do it.
What is wrong with Melodict, Nomad?
Yeah, that's not what I was talking about. But don't worry, censorship, cursor censorship is available by a responsible Nomad casting. Yeah, so, like I was saying, they seem to be just comfort picking every game, M19, because we followed them through the best of ones yesterday. They did pretty well, to be fair. And, yeah, they just knew what they wanted to pick and knew what they'd be safe with.
Bounty Hunter? Question mark? Nope, Elder Titan.
No Bounty Hunter, so yeah, no, we see it immediately, breaking the habit. And Elder Titan.
I love seeing Elder Titan.
Yeah, he's a great hero. I love it. He's got a big stompy
like...
ultimate. It's great fun. The best fun.
I especially like the part when he just runs down the lane and hits your support to death if you don't have a stun. That's like my favorite part of the Elder Titan games.
It is.
Like,
yeah.
Hi, you want to trade hits? Sure, buddy, come here.
Or when a 5-man gank comes in at like 10 minutes and Elder Titan manages to get all of his astrals off at level 5 and level 4.
Witch Doctor. And the Brewmaster, so super meta coming out. Witch Doctor and Brewmaster. Yep. Two insanely good heroes, especially against the Elder Titan. Brewmaster, pretty much not caring about him, even though he has a lot of agility armor, base armor, but his ult just he can dodge the Elder Titan pretty good. However, there's a Shadow Shaman coming in, so they have the lockdown now to get off the Elder Titan. There is a lot of lockdown. That's around
a whole lot of lockdown.
That's 9 seconds lockdown so far.
Nice. Keep adding this up. I want a running total as we go through the draft, like. Seeing how high we get. Yeah, what's their total lockdown? If they just chose to take one person out of the game, how long could they hold them still for?
Get a Coddle. Get a Coddle and just use your chakra magic on the Shadow Shaman. Get an Octarine and stun people forever.
Seems like a good strategy. Definitely no pitfalls.
Side note, you can actually disable people forever if you have an Octarine and Shadow Shaman and take the Shackle's cooldown reduction. Extenduration. Because then you shackle people for 8 seconds and your cooldown is 7.9.
OS Frog, please. Alrighty, so yeah, we're gonna have a M19 pickup soon, but yeah, Shaman is so popular right now. And as we've seen all over Reddit, he keeps coming up with these clutch plays where he just takes the base, where he just puts down some refresher snakes with the refresher shard, and it's crazy.
Oh, that's interesting. We see the Gyro ban from M19, actually.
Oh, wow. Really,
that's unexpected.
Maybe they just wake up in the morning and choose a draft and do it for the rest of that day. Who knows? Either way,
just going on divine courage, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Drafting the threat and go with it.
Exactly.
So, back to the Shadow Shaman. What I wanted to point out, I think what makes the Shadow Shaman super strong is, well, first of all, he's a roaming, very hard roaming support. Yeah, with a lot of abilities to restrict people in fights. And the wards are just with the +1 on the you need level 20 talent. Yeah, it's the 21. So you need +1 hit to kill a ward. Shadow Shaman can walk up to your base if you don't have a fortify, drop 1, if not 2 by that point, but when he has a treasure, ults on your ranks, and you're gonna lose that ranks unless you get all your 5 people on the wards, which is really hard to do, especially like there's already an Elder Titan. Do you want to group up around the enemy wards? Probably not.
Yeah, and they may want to even consider getting some attack speed heroes in to counter this on the side of Fairy Tail. But that said, you got an Elder Titan, so agility heroes are kind of like not that nice for them right now. Although M19 batting them out all the same. So
I could imagine a Faceless Void getting picked up. So we see the Gyro ban, for example, the Wyvern ban, the Clockwork ban, and the PL ban, all of which are really good actually against the Faceless Void. And you already have the Void to against the Witch Doctor and the Brewmaster, if you want to pick him up. Then
at the same time, sorry, I just want to jump in here and say it would be a really good pickup for Fairy Tail as well, because they've got the Witch Doctor. You can just throw up a Death Ward into that Chronosphere. There you go. The only problem is you've got an Elder Titan. If you don't catch him in the Chrono, then you could have some issues. Same with the Shaman. So not a good counter pick, but quite a good synergetic pick. Are we saying synergetic's a word?
Let's make it one.
All right, cool. Synergetic.
Get that hashtag trending.
Yeah, need to open up like a Nomad dictionary of made-up words, because I feel like I'm already running on like 5. Synergetic works. It's like energetic, but anyway.
Do you want me to Google that as your loyal co-caster?
I mean, I'm fairly certain as a avid follower of the English language, it isn't. But sure, go ahead. See if anybody. I only accept Oxford English Dictionary. Cambridge can go to hell.
Working together, used especially in groups of subsidiaries of a corporation. Apparently, it is a word.
Great.
There we go.
I didn't make it up, and I knew that, of course.
Educational stream, JDL, ESL Blue.
And there's your Ogre Magi coming out for
Talking about education. Hello, Ogre.
Yes, someone who doesn't have a lot of it. So yeah, there's a lot to play for in this game though. We have M19 obviously wanting to make it to the closed qualifiers. They were in the closed qualifiers. You're thinking, what on earth are M19 doing over here? Well, they had a roster change, which means they got kicked out of the closed qualifier invitations and have to work their way through the opens, which they are doing so without so much effort right now. We'll see what Fairy Tail has to say about that though.
Yeah, we can pretty much group in the previous M19 games with one word: Omni Knight.
Yeah, Blizzy's Omni Knight has been very scary.
Both the games we've gotten so far, Omni Knight just running over pretty much everyone on the enemy lineup, having completely uncontested offlane, and I believe
the
Omni Knight ban is pretty much the respect ban.
Probably, yeah. They see the better one to go. All right, we don't want to fight that.
Right,
UU has been on. Yeah, UU has been playing the Bounty Hunter as well.
We have a puck, super popular pick against Witch Doctor and Brewmaster. You can cancel them from afar. You have a silence coming up as well. And also more lockdown. You have more lockdown, more control for the team fight. So this is looking pretty scary. Elder Titan into Coil, into Elder Titan Ultimate, into silence. That is a lot of... Hello! Talking about team fight control on the other side, Fairy Tail just picked up the Shadow Fiend. Which I think it's an interesting lineup because I get nightmares thinking about the mid lineup. Like Puck Shadow Fiend is the classic mid lineup that is super balanced out but favors the Shadow Fiend.
Yeah.
But with Shadow Shaman in the mix, that is something completely different. Like you always have to be on guard, and your Ogre is not going to save you from the Shadow Shaman every time. That's simply not happening.
Q-Nix Assassin.
There we go. Snake Lady
returns. There we go. I called that at the start of the draft, so I think that still goes to my tally. So yeah.
Also the Clockwork band out for Shadow Fiend. I'm not a big fan of the Shadow Fiend pick either. I think
there's too much control. Like Shadow Shaman's just gonna sheep him, gonna grab him. Elder Titan with a stomp from afar. You know, Shadow Fiend wants the time to charge up his ulti, but Elder Titan loves heroes which want to stay in one place for a certain amount of time. Also, to cap it off, sorry, just to finish off my little rant here, the natural order from Elder Titan obviously does tremendous work versus a Shadow Fiend.
Exactly, that's what I was to point out. Like, natural order completely destroys Shadow Fiend's armor. Like, you have nothing left with Shadow Fiend. And overall, they have just amazing heroes against the Shadow Fiend, so... Unless this is some weird kind and not mid Shadow Fiend, maybe they do something fancy. I don't see the Shadow Fiend. I don't see the Shadow Fiend growing big here. And oh, actually, we got a Drow band out, which is definitely the right call looking at the M19 lineup. They
Yeah,
could run a Drow
pretty
threat.
devastating.
I could
Although,
imagine a Beastmaster getting picked up. I can see the Beastmaster in this.
For Fairy Tail, for sure.
For M19, I would say. More lockdown. Why not? Have a frontliner together with the Elder Titan. You can set up pretty much everything.
That's true. That's true. I think it's good on both teams. Yeah, Fairy Tail like it as well because it gives Shadow Fiend a nice setup for his ultimate. Also, Witch Doctor with his Death Ward, it can set up nicely for that.
It can still be the Faceless Void, actually. If they want to run it, like on Fairy Tail. You can pick that. It's gonna be pretty hard against Shadow Shaman plus the puck because there's a lot of control. But on the other hand, you have the Shadow Fiend, you have the Brewmaster for afterwards, and the Witch Doctor, and we won't see a Faceless Void. Never mind.
It's gonna be that.
Yeah, that shatters any Faceless Void dream, I would say.
Yay! Second Husker off the qualifiers! The most CIS
Husker
hero
game.
there is.
Husker it is.
Oh,
I mean, reasonable
no.
pick.
Oh god, I can't censor both of these words in the... Oh gosh. Oh no. It's twice. It's appearing twice, a naughty word. Podem, help me. I need another cursor. I'll just put my finger over the screen, it's fine. There we go, now no one can see. Anyway, we have the heroes loading up, ready to go, and this is going to be the first game in this Best of 3 series, so we'll see who takes the early lead from the draft. Podem, who has it?
M19 simply for the fact they have the Medusa. There's no equivalent on Fairy Tail. Husker is not good against Medusa, not remotely, not after the mid game. Unless Husker gets super fed, I don't see...
Well, that's kind of the idea, isn't it?
Yeah, but how do you get the Husker fed this game? There is no, like, super combo with Dazzle Husker or something. Like, you have an Ogre who doesn't really complement the Husker at all. Witch Doctor the same, kind of. There's no big buff for the Husker that saves him. He doesn't need to heal from the Witch Doctor. Stun, yes, is nice with Melodic, but on the other hand, there's an Elder Titan for the disengage as well as the Medusa. So I think what we will see in the teamfight is that the Husker will jump in. We see a Brewmaster ult committed, those two, and then Medusa presses one button and the teamfight is disengaged.
That's true, yeah. Also, Husker really does hate Batrider as well. Although, he does hate Batrider, doesn't he? Because Batrider uses sticky napalm, and
I like Batrider. Buy a stick and you win the lane.
No, but...
Well, most of the time, unless he gets stormed, and we see Blizzy taking him up, so... He likes to play those cheeky, I'm gonna slow you down heroes.
Yeah, he likes to win the offlane. He likes to win the offlane. Yeah. That's what Blizzy likes to do. He likes to sit by himself and just go crazy. Maybe with a little bit of help from Yu, who will be playing on this this old Titan this time.
Anyways, as the game is paused up, I think we have time to run through the players. And I would say you get the honor of running through M19, how they took them up last time.
Beautiful. Alright. So on the side of the M19, we have 3.14, aka Pi, playing on the Medusa. We have Blizzy on his Batrider. We have Yu on the Elder Titan TA2000 on the Puck. And finally, .LE playing on the Shadow Shaman, aka Lee.
And on the side of Fairy Tail, we have Saya, 1-2 Pulse, playing on the Ogre. Melodic is playing, well, the Witch Doctor with Melodic. That's funny, you know, because Melodic is spell. It's like, wow.
Check his profile. Does he just play Witch Doctor?
I can't play other heroes? Okay. Wow, that's like nice name, dude. Yeah. Lelic playing on the Brewmaster, Baby Bambi on the Husker, and 1+1 on the Shadow Fiend.
You dodged it.
I dodged what, Nomad?
Sorry, nothing.
What did I dodge?
Here. Nothing to see here.
Did I make a mistake here?
This is a family-friendly stream. I'm really worried, you know, that we're going to get a team fight and I'm going to see that name and, you know, in the middle of a team fight I'm going to go, oh my god, person's name has done it. Or something along those lines.
Oh, it's a nice drawing out.
1+1. Lovely.
That's a T? Or a house? Nope. So they really didn't want to go for the top rune.
Lovely. Nice artists. Just waiting for the Ogre to reconnect to this game. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. I think the Shadow Fiend needs to have a really good time at the middle lane for them to be able to win this, and that's going to be a lot on Maledict and Saya to come in and help out.
It seems like the Ogre will be gone for 5 to 10 minutes, according to the chat. Not sure what this is about, but I guess.
He needs to smoke. That's
I mean, I think it's a joke, but
I don't know. I know my CIS Dota. But no.
Come on.
They are.
With CIS Dota is nice. You have crazy strats, people with nice names. Oh, hold on.
It wasn't criticizing. Yeah.
And you can't cast Blizzy. What can possibly go wrong?
I mean, I've loved these qualifiers so far. I think they've been great fun, and seen some nice different strategies. Like, you know, CIS they're not afraid to play out of the meta. You know, NA and EU, they're all playing the same stuff, especially Asia as well. They just want to get really good at the current meta. These guys are like, yeah, we'll pick up a Husker versus, you know, probably the best team in the Open Qualifiers. We don't care. We'll do it. And I like that.
So, looking at the game, we see Medusa pick on one side together with Puck and pretty much a 4 Protect 1 lineup on the side of M19. So, but it doesn't really mean like the new Medusa, in quotes, can pretty much come online at any point of the game where she wishes. If she wants to go up for, and say in the early game, she just goes Mask of Madness into Midstream. If you want to go for late game, you just build into Discardy and just play late game, and Medusa wins the late game. Don't try to outfarm Medusa kids. And on the other hand, you have the Husker Shadow Fiend pick, which is a lot of bursty potential, and if they get ahead, they can snowball into the through the lanes and get towers done. But where's the late game option? Like, Brewmaster isn't exactly good late game anymore. Shadow Fiend kind of falls off as well as soon as those talents kick in, and there's like more disable for him, like especially when the BKB he will inevitably buy in this game, or Lincoln's, whatever he wants to pick up, goes down in duration. And Husker isn't like that late game monster either. So I think what Fairy Tail wants to do is they want to end this like before minute 30, I would say, or at least get such a big advantage that the Medusa never finds back into the game.
Yeah, I think they're gonna have to focus her down really, really hard, because that's the thing, that this is an actual hole in their draft. Like, if they shut down this Medusa, where is their damage? Can you see any damage? I can't see any damage.
Well, the only thing I could imagine is just Puck and our Puck player and Blizzy just running around with the bad Puck, try to get pickoffs and delay the game as much as possible, because they're really good at delaying. They also have the Elder Titan and the Shadow Shaman, both insanely good at high ground defense. And if they manage to win a fight on the high ground, they just go straight down the mid lane and they can kill towers so fast with the team.
That's true. At the same time, they have a lot of snowball potential on the side of Fairy Tail. If the Husker gets a good start to this game, you know, other than the
I'm just super worried that the Husker will jump and nothing will happen, because...
Well, that's what we've been seeing so far, but I'm hoping that...
Yeah, just look how much there is. Like, what do you do? Like, scenario, your Brewmaster gets picked by probably, like, a Bat Rider jumping in. Brewmaster's the perfect target for him to jump. You just see Husker trying to initiate, probably jumping on the Bat or anyone just to get into the enemy team. And then there's a coil dropping in behind. Your team is stuck behind you. Husker's alone in the front, gets shackled up, is dead. Second scenario, you jump anyone else. Hey, you might even kill off the Bat Rider or something. Jump in the back line. Hey, there's a Medusa. Presses one button, your teamfight is disengaged. And it just feels like the Husker doesn't have that perfect target he can always jump on, because there's at least 3 heroes that can delay him.
But I think you're also ignoring the Brewmaster in this game. Like, with an ultimate, he can really screw up the Puck's game. Like, all Puck wants to do is have the freedom to move around, and Tornado isn't going to let him do that.
I trust in Puck and Bat Rider to annoy the Brew so much that he can't have a lot of impact this game.
Okay.
Because those 2 heroes are insanely good against Brewmaster. Literally all of their abilities are specifically against the Brewmaster. Well, maybe not so much the Bat, but the lasso is really nice to get a pick off, especially when you have follow-up stuns.
Okay, you're making the safe bet. I'm going to go for the Giant Killer. I'm going to say that Baby Bambi's got this with his Husker.
Nah, alright then.
If I get this right, it's infinite bragging rights. But we have seen it before. I'm pretty sure some big team, I can't remember who it was, it might have been Secret or something, dropped a game to a big Husker in the...
I mean, yes, Husker exists. We cannot underestimate the Husker. But the chances are so slim that the Husker can actually do something unless they snowball extremely off the early game. Like, here you're gonna gank with the Husker. Puck coil? No,
and it is a choice. Like, they can't leave Husker alone. They either have to try and give Husker the best game possible to allow him to no action on the runes to allow him to catapult forwards and try and snowball the game, or they have to try and shut down the Medusa and then try and snowball through the mid game. So it's going to be interesting the way they play this. I personally would want to shut down the Medusa, who's also going to be on the safe lane as well. Solo versus the Brew. Probably not the best of times for the Medusa.
I think it's gonna be... Oh, I actually managed to not steal a creep wave.
Yeah.
I think
he didn't want to. He didn't want to. He saw that it was a solo lane. And he was like, "Oh, okay. Let's just play. Let's just play Dota." And in top lane, we have a bit of damage coming onto Blizzy here, but I think he's going to be alright. It's only burning spears and one slight stun coming out from Maledict, so nothing super exciting. In the middle lane, however, we have a couple of heroes kind of rotating around this puck. Do we? Oh no, Shadow Shaman. Actually heading to the bottom lane now, and yeah, mid we got a 2v2 scenario as expected, so nothing super out of the ordinary here, and you and Saya just kind of having a bit of a rough and tumble.
Lots of damage actually on Saya here.
Yeah.
Elder Titan versus Ogre, like 2 big hitters.
Yeah, massive early game damage, and of course Ogre's got that insane health regen for the start of the game, so he's gonna be alright.
At bottom, we see the Shadow Shaman rotating bottom, so...
Yeah, helping out as Medusa.
Brew must be annoying as Medusa. Because you can't use the snake or anything to save your last hit once he puts his stuff on you. And actually Medusa sitting on 3 last hits. Oh, hold on. Getting the... Oh no, it's a 9.
No, it was a neutral creep. I can't believe we both completely missed that.
No tutors today.
Yeah, it wasn't first blood. It wasn't first blood. It's fine. It's fine.
That's half a tutors on the chat, I would say.
Semi-tears. Well, Medusa, just going to be farming at this bottom lane, trying to get up the CS chart, but at the moment it's, of course, the mid versus mid scenario, which is the most important. And we'll see 1 plus 1, Sun off, the unspeakable, with 7 souls to start off with, so not doing so bad.
Well, we should call him 2.
No? That's true, yeah.
Okay,
that makes sense.
He has the Shadow Fiend taunt though, makes him more sympathetic. Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah,
that's the best taunts.
It is a great taunt, especially the noises. Ooh, nice baiting the miscoil there, and he could. No, he couldn't get the final raise off, but it's all good. He does a lot of damage. The double raise does so much damage with the new update.
With a lot of damage
lane.
Bambi.
They're gonna go on this. It could be a really good kill if they can kill Bambi, but I don't think they will. And the stun.
Gets a jump. Yeah.
It's all good.
I'll let you coup both for Blizzy, so...
Yeah. Worth.
But looking at bottom, Medusa is sitting on 9 last hits to this... Well, actually 3 of the Brewmaster, but... yeah, what do you do against the Brewmaster? It just constantly does this to you. Like, Dragon Haze exists, it's like...
Without Shadow Shaman here, she would be doing really bad, but luckily...
spell.
Shadow Shaman's here to pull creep waves and do some damage and generally annoy the Brewmaster. Now, top lane, we do have a lot of heroes ganged up, as there are 5 heroes up on this top lane, 3 on the Dire, 2 on the Radiant.
I'm still... Like, I want to see this Husker in action, and we actually might see some action
here. Here we go, as we have the Stomp out. It gets all 3, and Blizzy hiding in the trees, trying to make sure that doesn't jump to him, that stun. And there's a lot of damage going on to Bambi and Saya here, so they will have to back out. M19 able to disengage safely, and, well...
Respecting the Husker there with the burning spears. I think they could have gotten for it, but it was pretty much a coin flip who gets the first kill there. Hold on, Shackles at bottom.
Ooh, no, it's not enough. It's not enough.
Barely. So, looking at the last hits, actually, we see the Shadow Fiend with only 9 last hits and 3 denies in the mid lane.
Really bad versus
over the
TA
23 here. And 9 denies. Like, he has as many denies as the Shadow Fiend has last hits.
And I like this Puck's build as well, going for the dual null talismans versus the Shadow Fiend, so you can outlast hit him. Really smart. I like that.
Yeah, and there's like no cheeky stuff like a Clockwork in the game, so sitting on 13 souls on the Shadow Fiend when you already have level 2 Necromastery, which grants you up to 24 possible ones.
Yeah, it's not the best. The Bloodlust might help out with this though.
Yeah, they just have to pressure the puck out of this lane, but hold on. One sleep.
We do have a sleep, but the taunt up the onto the high ground by Mr. 2 there.
I love that taunt. I need that one.
It's all about... Yeah, I've got it. I'll trade you.
Nah. On the other hand, I never play mid lane, so that's that downside.
Pretty quiet start to the game. No kills as of yet. We had the
5 minutes
deny,
in.
but,
That's
yeah.
the absolute different scenario that we usually see in our games.
This benefits
most
the
of time
Medusa
we have
massively.
at least 1 kill per minute.
But I'm sure the Huskar going straight for the armlet here is going to be kind of the starting point of this game. When we get that armlet up, we're going to start seeing some action. Until then, they're happy just to kind of let the other teams
Shackle up mid. That should be our first spot on the Shadow Fiend.
Yeah, he's dropping very low there with the sight onto the high ground. A couple more clicks will do the job, and they are just about going to bring him down. There we go.
Yeah.
Leaving it. The patience from Lee, and TA2000 gets first blood. So that just went from a bad lane to a worse lane.
But the offlane is doing quite okay against the Deuce, I would say. She's level 5 now, however, and there is a level...
Ooh, snake.
Snaked. He also hit the range creep with his with the drunken haze.
Ooh, the rotations.
Not what you want to hit.
No, he's not going to go for it. Okay, I thought he was going to make some crazy play where he would expect him to go for the shrine and haste into him, but it didn't happen.
Lizzie
Top lane we have
top.
actually nearly dropping, but not quite. Oh yeah, he does die. He did die.
Maledict in the base.
Yep. Fire, baby. Malediction and fire. It's a mean combo. It is a really mean combo.
Coil in mid.
Oh, we have him shackled up as well. Shadow Fiend. He's having a really bad time right now. Yeah.
Oh no. 8 souls on the Shadow Fiend. Against this. Oh, bless you. And against the almost 40 last hits from TA here.
Ooh, we have actually the jump onto Blizzy down in the bottom lane as Bambi comes forward, hitting his level 6. He set him on fire an awful lot. Blizzy, can he find the escape here? And I think he may well just be able to survive up on this little hill here. He's burning, but not burning enough. And then another ultimate forwards onto UU. But now the turning's around with the stun. But Huskar doesn't care. Malediction onto him as well. They may well just pick up this kill, but no. They can't quite do it. The other Titan's just too darn fast. Ooh, Snake doing a lot of damage. UU does eventually fall to the Malediction though.
Maledict once more.
Maledict, what a hero. What a player. What a spell.
Like, literally Maledict. Maledict's Maledict
killed him. We gotta say that every time now.
Nice.
There's 2 kills with Maledict so far. Both of their kills have come from Maledict's Maledict. And he throws out the stun. Will he throw out the Malediction? He does! There you have it. TA2000 could be in trouble here. There's another raise coming out. They kill the puck. The sleep is out, but it is gonna luckily be the Ogre tanking the tower, so that's fine. Ogre doesn't care about towers. Ogre laughs at towers. Ogre is a tower.
Getting a free kill on puck, that will help, especially because the Shadow Fiend got the last hit, so up to 26 souls again.
Yeah, not the freest kill in the world, but yeah, you're right. It was. They rotated heroes in.
It was a super scale lane before you hit that kill, but
yeah. No, the Shadow Fiend gets
not
something.
looking too well top. There's a Huskar, and he's fairly low. Shadow Shaman rotating in.
Yeah. Now they're gonna need to get these sticky napalm charges up though, otherwise they could be in trouble. If they don't kill him in this, it could be issues. As Baby Bambi is not turning around yet. Turn around, Bambi. Kill them.
Do it.
Kill them. Kill them all. Okay. All right. Never mind. He takes it easy. He's showing mercy for now. Oh, Maledict gonna find Lee in the trees and they see each other, right?
Do they?
Well, they do now as they throw out the shackles. And Blizzy and UU coming in. Maledict may well find himself in a tricky old situation, but he does get the Maledict off on a lot of people. Lee is going to fall very quickly here. Can they take out Bambi? It's a lot of damage, but he actually turns around. He can take out UU for sure. Turns onto Blizzy as well. It's a triple kill. Oh my god, the Huskar are going absolutely insane here. They cannot deal with him. They just cannot deal with him. Armlet, what a item.
What a knight.
What a hero.
Nice. Yeah, what a hero. Nice armlet.
What a game we have on our hands so far as M19 starting to sweat under this Huskar. He's got himself an armlet. He's going straight for this Morbid Mask, and that is going to be a really scary item for them to play against. Medusa, she needs to hit the turbo button on her farm.
Yeah, I think it suddenly looks super grim for them. I did not expect the Huskar to get so much impact early on.
I called it.
Well, only because you like Huskar, that doesn't count.
totally counts. If I call it, I call it. Middle lane.
You want Husker in every game like I want Lycan, so it's not really fair. However, there's a Veil on the puck now available, and they have the call, so I think they played a bit too cocky and paid the price, and now they have to play a little bit more defensive, or at least shift around the Husker.
Yeah,
Actually,
I think
it's super low here.
he doesn't care. Here we go. Armlet used. Now the lasso is thrown. He jumps onto Blizzy here, but he's taking a lot of damage. If he dies here, it could be really bad. Yes, he goes down. And that is a 3x killing spree going the way of Blizzy, who is looking for drums right now. And in comes TA2000, actually. He's got the core, used it on 2. Maledict taking a lot of damage here. I think he's just waiting for death right now, and they cannot find any kills. But Brewmaster's coming in, but Saya's going to be dead. Brewmaster, you better cancel his TP, boy. Nope, he goes in. He doesn't care. He wants UU, but he's not going to find it. He doesn't have an ulti. Well, he does have an ulti, but he didn't.
Really nice TP. Instantly TPs out once he sees the Brewmaster, realizing there was already TP there, and it's going to take more time.
But
so he doesn't have the time to stun him.
I'm quite surprised Lelik didn't pop the ulti and tried to interrupt that TP, honestly.
Yeah,
I think he could have got it off.
That's what I meant. He realized there was already somebody TPing in there to the shrine, so he knew that the Brewmaster had a longer TP, so he TP'd out. And Brewmaster realized that as well, because the TP was longer. So nice play from both sides, and shifting the game back with Husker being a little bit too cocky, but look at that. Look at the rage pit. Do it, Nomad.
Oh no. Oh. It's risky. It's really risky. I mean, he's got the skills.
If he gets
if he messes up once, or yeah, anything. Oh god, this is so tense.
What a play!
I mean, obviously no one knows this is happening, and Roshan's going down. He's doing
this
it.
This is the ultimate wild card, Roche.
No one knows.
Surprise!
TA2000 suddenly goes, hey, what? 11 minutes solo Roshan by Baby Bambi. What do you do at 19? What have you got?
It's like, yeah, like, that's that moment of silence here, team, when you realize what just happened and like, oh well.
Now, I assume that M19 are going to play super cautiously now. I don't think they're going to go for many fights. I think they're going to be trying to force...
yeah, no, man. Maybe if you're up against the Husker with an Aegis at 12 minutes and an Armlet and a Morbid Mask, yes, you kind of play defensively.
Yep. Forcing... up onto the high ground, though. Shadow Shaman, he's taking a lot of damage, but the coil is out, and Shaman, he does go down eventually, but 1+1, he's actually going to just die to the snakes. He'll either die to the snakes or die to the coil. Give them a to Shadow Shaman. Here, smart. Yep. Okay, go use some snakes.
He's close to his Blink Dagger, actually, at this point.
He is, rather.
Pops the infused raindrops charged with his orb as well. Nice little play there.
Rude. Really?
Efficiency.
Bad managed.
So we see UU still struggling to fight level 6, still level 5, while everybody else has his ultimate. Hold on, there's a lot of action
to mid. They might get the lasso here if he can get close enough, but he's only got the drums coming through the tree line. Sleep, it's not there, which means jumping onto Baby Bambi is going to be quite a lot of effort. And here he goes, he's coming forwards though. Baby Bambi doesn't have much health, he might just drop the Aegis right now. And they lose the Aegis for relatively nothing.
For half a tower, and I think that was the play. Just shackle him up, get the Aegis done, and back off immediately. Don't get involved in the fight. And we actually see a level 3 shackle coming out from Lee here. Maxing the shackle and skipping the hex 30 minutes. He's level 6, not a single point in there.
Nice.
And I
very
totally
unconventional.
I totally agree with that pickup. Like, what do they have? Like, most of the time you initiate with the Shaman after the puck and the Bad Rider. So exactly for that kind of situation against the Husker, it's golden. Like, you just shackle him and Husker can't toggle anymore. Hold on, we get some action here. Primal Spick, Blizzy getting hit up. Oh, that was 3 raises as well. Bye, Blizzy.
Bye. It was nice knowing you. You're a good bat.
Put some further behind on the Blink Dagger timing.
Missing 1 creep on the stack somehow. I'm not entirely sure how that happens, but it's a thing apparently. And this is going to be such... Even for a Medusa, this might be a difficult stack to take considering it's...
Oh, the double Prowler Shaman.
Yeah, double Prowler. That's not what you want to see as any
favorite
hero.
Creep, right?
Why is he so OP? Who would have thought, yeah, you know what, let's make a creep which is way better than every other ancient creep. It's one of the few gripes I have with Dota. Why is that guy so overpowered?
This Prowler has 40% lifesteal aura and 40 HP regen per second.
Yeah, it's insane. Like, why? Yeah, it almost makes Doom being able to devour ancients good.
It is. It is. It's my favorite talent. You petrify is one of it. Like, you have a free read for 2 seconds.
It is very good.
2-second read with 15 seconds cooldown, also with a DPS built in, and you also get Desecrate, which means you eliminate 50% of the base armor. This is insane against any agility carries. So if you take up Doom and have the talent, go for that Prowler. I mean, the other ancients are good as well, but the Prowler is like definitely top tier against most heroes. Like, imagine you have a Doom this game against that Shadow Shaman, against that Shadow Fiend, not Shadow Shaman. God damn it! Like, you eliminate half of his armor instantly, and you can root him when he casts his ult, which is an ability usually Doom lacks.
Then again, you don't get the Prowler unless you devour the Acolyte. Then it's plus 10 HP regeneration. And,
yeah, well, but
10% lifesteal.
Do you want that aura?
Nah, it's not that good. It's good. It's good when it stacks, but on its own, it's kind of late game as well. Late enough where you would have that talent. Yeah, it's kind of meh.
He's pretty much a Dark Troll summoner on steroids. Like, you have an Ensnare on the Dark Troll summoner, which is the net creep. Which actually, I believe 1.8 seconds to root with a 20-second cooldown, and also costs mana, 75. So for 25 more mana, you get for no mana, never mind, that was Desecrate. For no mana, you get Petrify at 2-second root with damage per second. It's the dream ability. That's something you would see on a new hero. That's something like you would see on, say, maybe like Monkey King or so. But nope, you get it on a neutral creep, and you can devour it on Doom. It's amazing.
Okay, all right, I'll take your word for that. I think most people take. I think the plus 40 Doom FPS, sorry, DPS is much more common. Well, it's a more popular pickup for sure, but
if you never level Doom, the enemy won't expect it, but they still buy Lincoln Sphere and they wasted money. That's the strat here. Remember.
I mean, you're also wasting your hero.
No, like you're baiting.
Well, they're going on to Bambi here in the top lane. He is stunned up, shackled up, and he dies.
Exactly what I meant. You see your Husker, whenever he gets picked out, Shackles is gonna ruin his day.
Yep, Shackles is OP. Snake's very good against him as well. That's to be said.
Not the snakes.
Ooh, they might find Maledict here, but no, they don't have the coils. Very little to shut them down with and get Shaman in range for a Shackles, so not quite going to happen, but they will get this top tower for it. Doing his best to... Nope, doesn't go for the deny. I thought Saya had the deny there, but actually didn't, and now may find himself in a very sticky situation indeed. Shackle's not even needed, just the damage from TA2000 coming out. And now, Huskar gets taken over in the net worth.
Yeah, and that commentary would have been way more funny if Blizzy was there with the bad, sticky situation. Hold on, a bit. There's a sleep. Nice. There's a Eldine ult.
He's going down. He's trying to cook up the ulti, but gets silenced at the last minute. It doesn't come out, and TA2000 is now dominating.
The Shadow Fiend pick. Yeah, it's still. I think it's the Shadow Fiend pick that limits them. Are you gonna drop ult for this, Melodic? Oh, perfect. But it gets slapped up. Might be enough to kill him.
The kill. Let's watch him. Maledict's Maledict.
Yeah, he's dead.
No way. Ancients, come here, please. Nope.
Nope.
Maledict, Ancients, come here, please. Nope.
And once more, the mastermind Maledict with the Maledict killing somebody.
Yep, it's pretty mean. Maledict's Malediction is just the... Oh, Bambi coming in behind the park here. Now he's slowed down. Now nothing available. He's out of mana. He's just gonna die. That is a big kill. That is a really big kill.
Mega streak for the Husker, and he's going straight for the Halberd, which is an amazing pickup against Medusa.
Yeah,
especially this early.
Is it stumpy enough? Do you not want to like kind of try and raid boss it, or is this enough to help that?
I don't know yet. Like, the Heaven's Halberd is it's just so amazing against Dusa, because what Dusa really lacks is any ability to do damage output beside Red Kick.
The Huskar is on the prowl for this.
Medusa has a blade mail.
Okay, that's a thing. That's a counter Huskar item.
Oh, but
she's TPing out.
And
she
actually gets
out of here. Yeah, stun.
Support's not fast enough.
All right, like if the Witch Doctor had actually gone here instead, he would have been able to get the stun off onto the high ground there, but he also didn't know his shield was TPing, so it was...
Good play. Nice TP out.
Yeah.
Loses nothing.
Could have gone bad, but didn't, thankfully.
And, oh, hold on. Bat gets the Shadow Fiend once more into Shekel. This should be... Oh, no, I'm not going to jinx it. Wait for it.
Yeah,
there we go. That's a kill. An instant TP out by Lee. Like, no, please don't Husker me.
Yeah, we don't want. So this feels like Shadow Fiend may be having the worst game Shadow Fiend's ever had in his life.
He's the sacrificial lamb. I think what they realize is that the pick is not going to work out, and just say, yeah, try to make a Husker bigger and just do something. Do what you want. Just.
I'm surprised he's still got the Shadow Blade lined up. I would have expected something like a Yules by now. Kind of recognize that the right-click Shadow Fiend isn't really going to happen, and go for a more Spellcaster lineup.
Blizzy.
He's in deep.
Okay.
He doesn't care. He's got a TP. He's got a waveform, a Firefly. It's all good.
A bit of an awkward situation, but I guess. But we see M19 drawing out the game quite efficiently with the Medusa. Like, they are all over the map every time. They get a pick off left and right, and pretty much give them no time to give Fairytale no time to effectively group up with the Husker.
Ooh,
we still see one T1 down, one T1 up, and they're actually
Medusa...
leading in towers by one.
Yeah, Medusa is ahead of the farm game as well. 200 gold over the Husker. Yeah, Yasha available. Going for the Manta. I believe Manta does purge off the Halberd, so yeah, it's a nice little counter item there.
Oh, well, I thought they'd go for Smoky, but they have no smoke in their inventory. And they're all
Medusa's
underwater,
so...
Yeah, this is a 3-2 because nobody was in place to defend there. And I can only imagine them running towards the mid tower now. Shadow Shaman wards are up in 14 seconds, and still not a single point in Hex.
I mean,
Max either Shock and Shackles.
I still feel like they're trying to avoid the Husker somewhat, so maybe they might think twice about going mid, but at the same time...
First of all, they take the stacks out of Dire Jungle.
Yikes.
Which is quite nice.
Yeah.
Partly because Medusa can't farm their own stack with 2 dragons. Look at this. There's 2 ancient black dragons and 2 prowlers.
Yikes. That is just painful. Look at all that.
Who farms that? That is...
I think you just leave it all game. You just say, hey, that's a lost camp. We lost the jungle.
And maybe with his CK ult.
middle one, jungle lost.
Yeah. You can't farm that. Attack is good, but I don't see any hero that doesn't take a ton amount of damage there. Melodic sitting in the trees, completely isolated bottom.
Man,
is this the play?
Is this a clutch plays? I like clutch plays. Let me tell you.
UU. Does he want to go for UU here?
I don't really know what he's doing here. Sure. We'll continue to keep an eye on that. He has got a TP, so just gonna walk to safety. Or is he gonna try and stun UU with the creep? No. He's just hanging out.
Like, he has a TP, he could easily run, but he's between 3 Radiant heroes.
Yeah, I mean...
He has no ward, so he's not on a rewarding mission, and he doesn't get spotted out. This is awkward. And now he sees them farming up the creep camp. Medusa takes so much damage.
They don't see him, I'm looking at... This is tricky. Oh,
man.
They see him, they spot him. They caught a glimpse of him in the trees there, but he gets us. Oh my god, and now comes in the Brewmaster as well. It's not doing that much damage to the Medusa, but the Shadow Shaman's going down very quickly. Ulti used. Maldic turned to stone briefly, now covered in wards, but Baby Bambi's coming in. They're trying to chase down this Medusa, has no mana left. She's got the tiniest little bit. Blade Mail popped, but Baby Bambi immediately gets dragged up. I'm not sure that was a play. I think they might have wanted to kill himself. And now he does manage to get the Medusa. Batrider up in the air. Baby Bambi having to toggle under the tower, but kind of struggling a bit here. Can he stay alive? I think he just about can. The armor toggle's coming through, and 3 heroes dead on the side of M19. Fairy Tail trying to pull off the biggest upset of their lives here.
That was the most clutch MVP Witch Doctor player I've seen in a long time.
Oh my god, like...
The position master himself. He starts out randomly in the woods.
Don't try it, guys. Don't try it. That's too strong for you. Oh god, they're trying it.
Husker might actually do it.
The madman.
But
no. Oh, here comes Puck. Does manage to dodge the dive from Husker, which is really bad. But actually just gonna die for it.
Okay.
Huskar's a hero. You need to be careful with that hero.
Like, they can only defend the stack, but They can't actively go for a team fight there. 2-man sleep. Are we getting...
That's a lot of Astrals. Does give him... not that much damage. It's only level 1, actually.
Bambi did it. He's farming it. He can do this.
He's trying his best.
Only takes him 50 minutes, but...
It's the great fight of the Ancient. The match of the Ancient, no less. It's all about this Ancient stack. Here he comes, they grab him. Well, I mean, it's Shadow Fiend. I think we just ignore that. We don't even commentate on that. It's just...
Yeah, that was just...
It's like commentating on the character's breathing.
He was...
Just gonna happen. Well, Ellie getting damaged up pretty hard here. Bambi gonna dive in and get the kill on this guy. And now goes back to his stack. What is happening? M19 is falling apart. They don't know how to respond to this Huskar.
I think they're super uncoordinated. They want to fight because, hey, there's a team in your jungle and they have no sustain, but on the other hand, there's a Huskar and he just keeps getting kills. It's all the way to Huskar. Like, they try to snipe everyone but the Huskar, but they can't even get anyone here.
Yeah.
And Blizzy...
Well, they get the Shadow Fiend, but we don't care about Shadow Fiend.
Yeah, Shadow Fiend is just lying. Shadow Fiend, this game is like that weird CM in your pop game that you cannot protect no matter how hard you try.
Yeah, she's like 0 and 15, but she's still going really deep into the Radiant jungle, even though you're losing to place down like one.
Yeah, and it's not even her fault. It's just because like the enemy lineup is just so good. That's like Shadow Fiend's game.
Oh yeah, I guess there are different.
1+1, like this. Yes, there's like maybe some slight mistakes he could avoid, but he died 6 times.
It's a brutal draft, yeah.
Out of the 6 times, 5 of the times there was pretty much nothing he could do to avoid the death.
Sure. Well, you and Blizzy roaming together, seeing what they can find. And Seiya isn't really the pick here. If they kill the Witch Doctor, this could be big, but he's alone here. And Maledict might just be alright as he throws back the stun, and...
I don't know about this play, to be honest.
He goes down. Bat Rider just going to have to TP out in the tree line.
I think there was a big amount of miscommunication over there.
Yeah, not managing to lock down anybody and kill them. And guess who's going to go do Roshan again? This time for an Aegis and a cheese. Just soloing
well, guess who's pushing the racks?
Now a nice little...
Guess who's almost killing Melodic?
Oh boy, it's my boy Shadow Shaman who does manage to get Seiya here. They have the magic damage to bring him down if they want to drop it all. Yep, okay, didn't even need the coil. I thought they might, but...
some damage on the tower and the pickoff. That's like pretty much the best case scenario considering they just lost another rage.
Yeah, M19 making some pretty good rotations right now, but still looking very scary for them.
And the Satanic is up in 2.5k gold for the Huskar. So,
wow.
With that Satanic, I mean, he's not unkillable. The Shackles are a key point. Shackles into Lasso, and they can actually kill him off with that.
He hasn't quite reached raid boss status yet, but he's getting there.
They need the initiation on anyone on the side of Fairy Tail. M19 cannot give the initiation away to Fairy Tail at all. Puck in mid. Oh, you're in trouble. You're in a...
Gunner yields up. He realizes he's in trouble and tries to get away. He's got a Blink Dagger. He'll be fine.
1+1 has some items now, so he's no longer completely defenseless. He has a Shadow Blade. He has a Dragon Lance. He's fairly tanky, I would say. At least he's not super squishy. Yeah, considering the amount he's died, he's managed to stay pretty okay on the net worth graph. They get some pushing power now as well. Shadow Fiend level 15 talent is presence aura effects.
Maybe
buildings.
Even going for the puck here, they can get the stun off.
No, probably. Oh, Blizzy just blinked. Blink is on cooldown, but nope.
Yeah, Ignite use. Oh, Maledict actually getting a kill down bottom, managing to pick off the Shadow Shame, which is a really big kill. That means Huskar can go deep if he wants to.
Huskar's level 19.
Yep, and 1+1 just gonna go.
I'm scared. If he's 20, he has plus 400 range on the life break.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
I even get an Aghanims, right? Right? You want to build an Aghanims here, right? No?
I don't remember what that does.
As far as I know, it increases the range of the cast range and reduces the cooldown.
Oh, okay.
Of his life break.
Interesting level 25 talents on the Huskar. Actually, I haven't seen this before, but 0 inner vitality cooldown.
You always take the attack range, pretty much.
Yeah. Attack range is too good on Huskar.
Yeah, like +1. I mean, I can see inner vitality working if you lack any sustain or any supports, but you have a Witch Doctor behind you and lots of stuns.
It lasts longer than it's on cooldown anyway for, so that's actually completely pointless unless you want to use it on your team. Does it stack?
Well,
oh, stunned up. Let's focus on the game for a minute, as we do have this Huskar maybe in trouble, but he's got his Aegis. They are going high ground here. Popping the BKB surprisingly and jumping really far forwards, but can't really find anybody. Wants to make use of his BKB though for trying to find TA2000, who is just going to jump behind. They need to get some lockdown, hold someone down for the Huskar to hit, and nope, BKB goes off. But there is a tier 3 going down. And Raxa next as 1+1 just focuses on the game. The Brewmaster's holding him back. Now they get the Ogre Magi, but now the jump once again phase shifted by the puck. Blizzy jumping into his death, not able to get anything off there. Gem on the deck. Baby Bambi, what can you do? He's trapped. He's surrounded by snakes. This is going to be the Aegis for sure. There we go. Bashed down by Yu. Now surrounded.
Lasso's up.
Yeah, he's dead. Right?
No shackles yet. Shadow has to TP in actually, but
losing a lot of health. There we go. There's the shackles. Finally bring him down. It was a big effort, but they managed to do so. Take one barrack for a turn. It's okay.
Could have ended way worse. They could have lost the game over there.
Yeah, I think M19 are okay
actually,
with that, but
he still had a cheese on the Husk, and he had like one or 2 seconds. Like I believe they wanted a team fight where he jumps in on low health, does some damage, then uses cheese before the Aegis.
Yeah. No, he had the cheese in his backpack before he was using.
Oh, didn't he toggle off the Morbid Mask? Never mind then. I thought he put it into instead of the Morbid Mask. My bad.
That's alright.
Blizzy hunting. He has a gem on Blizzy.
Yeah, they're coming forwards. He Shadow Blades up, but may still get caught. Nope, they don't manage to land that combo.
Go for it.
It was a really nice. I think they were still trying to go for it, but they messed up the Astral Stomp combo with the Flame Break. But I mean, it's a really difficult combo to get off. Would have been a super nice play had they managed it.
Seems like M19 has the raid boss on their own. Medusa sitting on 340 last hits. Yeah. Still on top of the network chart. 400 over the Husker.
Yeah, that match are helping out a lot.
Actually, Puck's sitting on 16k as well.
Yeah, Puck's been finding key kills, and
he has that Lincoln Sphere now. So he can, to some extent, ignore the Husker in those team fights.
Yeah, I don't think he's getting dived anymore. I think Husker realizes that every time he tries to dive the puck, it either ends in being phase shifted away, or now it'll be Lincoln's. So I don't think this goes through Lincoln's. Jumping onto a creep, just get rid of some of that pesky health.
So one weakness in the M19 lineup is that nobody of them effectively can build for Silver Edge.
This is a Aghanims on the Husker, by the way.
Oh yeah.
He literally has it. He literally has it.
Stuff.
There we go.
That is the stuff.
Increases damage dealt, reduces cooldown.
Oh, no longer range done.
Well, he's jumping in onto Yu, popping the BKB as well, and does kill him. What is his cooldown?
4 seconds.
OS Frog?
But he took the strength on level 20. No, not like this.
No. Well, I guess strength is pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's better, but what about the fun?
But what about the memes? Think of the memes, Bambi. Well, they can't really do anything about this hero now. Unless they're all four together.
Oh, you're actually losing TA here?
No.
He has 12 seconds on his TP, by the way.
Yeah, he's also got
and they also know where he is, kinda. Well,
they're picking it out. There's nothing I can do about that, surely.
Yeah, I'm Puck. I'm wasting time, but yeah. I think they realized that. So yeah, let him sit in the trees and shiver. There's a shackle at bottom, but I don't think this is the play from Lee here.
No, they're turning it around. There's a lot of damage. BKB even used from 1+1. I didn't even know he had that item. He's pulled out some farm out of somewhere. He has been farming very well this game. And they're trying to find TA, but I don't think they're going to get it. Meanwhile, Medusa just casually farming nearby. May decide to come to this fight and
actually hits the melody.
Out. Oh, the drag onto the Shadow Fiend. And now the ultimate from the Medusa as well, but not going to turn anybody to stone. They need to turn 1+1 into the Medusa to be able to do that. Maledict does go down due to that scatty. And now comes in the Huskar. Here. Yeah, the raid nearly at raid boss status. I'm not going to give him raid boss status just yet, I think.
This is pretty much the run, you fools moment, when you see there's a Husker TPing in at this stage. Yeah, you don't want to contest this Husker. Not in such a direct, not when you need to run up a high ground.
Well, TA 2000 been pretty much the man of the match for M19 right now. I mean, all of this farming Medusa, but nobody gets respect for farming, I'm afraid. It's just your team making space for you more than anything. But Puck has been the space creator. Like,
Yeah.
they recognize this Huskar as a threat, so the Puck has just been hanging out behind enemy lines the whole game, making himself super elusive, getting some pickoffs, and generally being a pain in the ass.
Huskar mid might be overextending here.
Shaman's got the shackles, he's got the blink as well. There we go, he comes forwards, 3.14 is here, and that damage, the physical damage is just too much, but he pops the cheese, he pops the BKB, he turns it around, he has to go on to 3.14 here though, but she pops the Blade Mail in response. Now comes the Elder Titan ulti, it's going to do a lot of damage, they do bring him down, and now Brewmaster has to get himself out of here. He's trying to, but his Bruling is going down. There's a lot of damage coming out, however, or Witch Doctor couldn't quite find the ultimate, and now gets shackled up as well, and Saya jumping into the feed train as well. Maledic is dead, Saya is dead. Brewmaster.
No, there's a Rex missing top.
One barrack does go down at top lane, but we'll be watching the Brewmaster, but, well, dying to Blizzy and T80,000 here.
I think this was the play. This, like, even with the Huskar buyback, I didn't see him. Like,
they lose the barracks. They lose all their barracks?
They probably lose at least 2 here. This Medusa is up and running. Nope. This is Medusa.
Yep. Rocketing ahead in the net worth now.
314 had enough of this.
Aya Scatty. Monkey King Bar. She's just been farming the whole game. And now she comes forwards, but the Blade Mail is such a good item versus a Huskar. It just means he doesn't want to hit her anymore. And it just saves him from that initial break, but coming in again onto Blizzy now. He's dropping low, he doesn't have buyback. Oh my god. Baby Bambi is dead. The rest of his team are coming back up soon though. What can they do to defend these barracks? I don't think M19 have any plans of stopping right now.
That's 2 lines down, jumping on the high ground.
Gotta be careful. 1+1 doesn't do any damage just yet. Now the Maledict throwing out the ultimate, actually managing to kill the Shaman, but also giving his life for the cause. Now the drag onto 1+1, dragging him into the Medusa, the blender that is the Medusa right now. Now just changing her target back to the barracks, and good game is called. Game 1 going the way of M19, but not convincingly in the slightest.
They almost choked at the bot racks, but in the end, too much control from the Shaman coming out, and pretty much, yeah, denying the Huskar any possible room to navigate in those team fights.
Yeah, control from the Shaman, and just some fearsome right clicks coming out from the Medusa. Before they had this Medusa online, they couldn't do anything to the Shaman. But they couldn't do anything to the Huskar. But once this Medusa was online, they then had the physical damage to be able to break him down, even with all of those the Berserker's Rage levels. So yeah, very well done by M19 there. Just really struggling in the early game, it has to be said. Like, they did not really do too good in the early mid. It looked like they were just throwing bodies into the Huskar, but all the time Medusa was farming, and eventually she did come through for them, and they won the game on the back of an excellent Medusa game. So well played to M19, and thrilling game 1 to be fair.
And I think that concludes our broadcast for today. We have Whites advancing to the regional qualifiers, M19 now. And there's still 2 games going on. Team Summon vs Art Mid.
Hold on. That was only game 1. We still have game 2 of M19 versus Fairy Tail to be played.
Wasn't that? Oh, seems like I'm drunk. I'm. Okay.
Okay. Discard everything you just said. Yep, that was game 1.
Yeah, just disregard everything I just said.
M19
Never mind.
versus Fairy Tail. Game 2 coming up very soon. Don't go anywhere. Ignore Podham. We'll be coming back very, very shortly. Catch you in a bit for game number 2.